Hey guys, after a stroke, it's just so difficult to exercise your lower limb and strengthen it up, even though that's what you exactly want to do, right? Especially when you want to sit up and stand up and do the exercises, but it's just so difficult and unsafe for you to do by yourself. Well, in this video, we're going to explore how we can do some of these strengthening exercises in a lying down position, which will be safe for you and also your caregiver. And most of these exercises, I'm also going to explain a simplified version. So if it's too difficult for you, then actually there is an alternate version that you can try it out. So welcome to Basically Physio. My name is Suresh, and in this video we're going to explore 15 minutes of lower limb strengthening exercises that you can do while lying down. Okay, so the format for these exercises is such that we are going to do 10 repetitions and we are going to do about 3 to 4 sets if you are able to tolerate it. If you're not able to tolerate it, then just doing 5 or 10 repetitions for one set is actually good enough also. Just make sure that you rest between 1 minute to 2 minutes between each set, and if you require any help, then get a caregiver or someone to assist you to do the exercises together. So the first exercise is called bridging. This is a very classic lower limb strengthening exercise, and this will actually help your glutes to become stronger, which will assist in sitting up and standing up. So what you're going to do is just bend your knees and bend your hip and just try to lift up your buttocks up and down as slowly as you can. If you're a stroke survivor, what usually will happen is one side will go a bit lower than the other side. This is okay. Just make sure that you can maintain the same level for each side, and just make sure that you're not rolling left and right. That means your body is not rolling left and right when you're doing this exercise. Do it slowly and controlled. Between each set, you can rest for about 1 to 2 minutes. If this exercise is too difficult for you, what you can do is just straighten up your legs and just push your heel down onto the ground or onto the bed. As you're doing this, you also want to make sure that you feel your glutes area, means your buttocks area, contracting. If you're not able to feel this, then get someone to put their hand around that region and see whether there's any contractions that's happening when you're pushing your heel down. What usually the mistake will happen in these cases is that you're using your knees to actually push down rather than your hip. So to differentiate, you actually have to feel your glutes area, see whether the muscles are firing up when you're pushing your heel down the bed. And if you're not doing it lightly, you're going to be using your hamstrings, which is right behind your knee, and that's where you're going to feel the soreness. So that is also another sign to indicate that you're not doing it correctly. So pushing your heel down is an alternative to bridging. And you want to hold this for about 10 seconds, repeating it for 10 repetitions and 3 sets if possible. The next exercise that you can try, which is going to be good for you to actually get out of your bed independently eventually, is actually to turn left and right. So how you want to turn left and right is you want to bend your knee first, and then using the same hand on that knee that is being bent, you want to reach out to the other side. So you're actually using your knee to push down on the bed and your hand to reach out to the other side. This is two ways that you can actually turn easier when you are a stroke survivor. If let's say you're doing it on the weaker side, meaning turning towards the stronger side from your weak side, what you can do is bend your knee with the assistance of a helper or caregiver. Then the other hand that you are not able to reach out, you just fold it across and try to just push your leg, and using your shoulder bring it towards the other side. If you're not able to complete the movement, it is fine. As long as you're getting in the movement or just going through a repetition, this will actually already start to fire up some of the weak muscles that you're having. So an alternative to this exercise, a simpler version, is actually to put pillows underneath your back area here, and you want to prop yourself up so that you actually get through the first phase of the movement and coming somewhere into the mid phase of the movement, whereby if you initiate from here, it'll be a bit more easier for you to do if you're especially if you're weaker and you're beginning. The next exercise is a very simple one called the hip abduction. So you're just trying to point your feet upwards, meaning your toes are pointing upwards, and you're just trying to open your legs sideways and coming back in. So open it sideways as slowly and as controlled as you can, and bring it back in all the way to the center. If this exercise is too difficult for you, what you can do is you can actually put a socks on your feet, or you can just put a towel at the base of your heel and slide your leg. It'll reduce the friction for you to slide left and right. And the last exercise is a simple one, but a very important one. It is just called ankle dorsiflexion, meaning we are going to lie down and we're just going to try to lift your ankle up and down. So we're going to bend your ankle up and bend it forward. So up and down, up and down. And if let's say it's too weak for you to do this movement, just thinking about this movement and just firing up the muscles itself is a good exercise to begin with. If let's say you are not able to do it by yourself, then get someone to actually just hold your ankle and do the movement as they are holding on to it, and get them to actually tell you to press forward or lift your ankle upwards. And as you are doing this with the verbal cues, this may actually add up into firing of your muscles, and eventually you may start to see some movements eventually, hopefully. So summary of the exercise we did today: the first one is bridging, second is turning to the left and right, third is opening your hips sideways and bringing it back in, and the last one is ankle moving up and down. So thank you for watching till the end. If you have any questions or clarifications, feel free to comment and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And if you want to discuss a bit more of your condition, we can also do that in the comment section if you're comfortable. If you like the video and if you like the channel, then consider liking it and subscribing to the channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.